we are running.
Go to school, get a job, work hard, pay taxes.
Psychologists have told us that up to 70% or more of the beliefs that we acquired as children are negative, disempowering, limiting, and self-sabotaging. And I say 70% of your program is from beliefs that undermine all your power. And then we walk around saying, yeah, I'm a victim, my genes are killing me, nature isn't supporting me. Well, it's time for that victim idea to end, because we now know that we are all very powerful people, that our beliefs and attitudes about life are shaping not just our internal biology, but are shaping the life that we experience in the world outside of us.
My wake-up came when I realized that I was struggling, I was homeless, I was poverty because of a belief system I had that I didn't know I had. Okay, let's stop there. Everybody that's struggling is going through a belief system. They are manifesting that struggle unconsciously. They're not doing it with intent. That's why I can't say that they're doing something that is shooting themselves in the foot, because they're not doing it with conscious intent. It's coming from their unconscious program.
Bruce Lipton, he says poverty is passed on. It's taught in your families. And middle class is taught in families. And so the people right now who are sitting at home, who are struggling financially or worried about money or unhappy, they may be making a lot of money, but unhappy with what they're doing, it was probably taught to you. You know, your superego was taught, get a job, work hard, or you'll never be rich, or the rich are evil, or whatever.
And until you change your mindset,
Correct.
Money won't help you, right?
Correct.
And we see that with people that win the lottery, people that make more money, they still have the same problem.
Right.
Because they have that poor man's soul.
Correct. If you're poor, you'll always be poor.
That's really hard for people to understand.
Yeah, the money will disappear that fast. Just like most pro athletes, you know, they make millions of dollars, and what 65% are bankrupt 5 years later, it's because they come from poor families.
What is the one psychological test that correlates with success in life? And I found out that it's the marshmallow test. It's the test that has survived every challenge. You track students for 30 years in different countries, and you find that they are more successful, they have a lower divorce rate, higher income, higher status in society. So what is this marshmallow test? You get kids and ask them, do you want a marshmallow now? Or 2 marshmallows a few hours from now? And the kids that want the marshmallow now tend to be those that want shortcuts, those that don't want to do the hard work. They want the quick kill. They grab that marshmallow. But the other ones say, no, wait a minute. If I wait 2 hours, I can get 2 marshmallows. I can hold out. There's a pot of gold waiting for me. They're not going to take the shortcut. Well, it turns out that if you do the same thing with poor children, and the same thing with middle-class children, it turns out that poor children will, in general, go for the quick kill, because they know that things disappear real fast. If there's money in the house, it's gone in the future. So they learn something. And so one of the reasons why poor kids will opt for the marshmallow now is because things disappear. People steal it. People grab it and run away with it, and there you are with nothing. Take it now. That's their attitude. And they learn that.
Just before birth and for the first 7 years, your brain is operating on record. It's recording behaviors. I go, recording whose behaviors? Your parents, your family, your community. And I said, why can't I make up my own behaviors? I go, because the conscious mind, the creative mind, doesn't kick in until about age 7. Before age 7, the mind is working at a different vibrational frequency called theta. Theta is imagination. So a child is in theta for the first 7 years, but theta is also hypnosis. And I said, why would nature do that? Why should it make my first 7 years programmable? And the answer is simple. How many rules do you have to learn to become a functional member of a family and a community? An infant needs to learn 100,000 facts. I go, how can you teach an infant 100,000 facts? How do you teach a 1-year-old a fact? If the brain is operating in theta, it just records like a video camera. the behaviors that are fundamentally in your subconscious mind, think about it, they're not your creation. The fundamental behaviors in your subconscious mind, how to respond to life and how to behave, came from observing other people. And all of a sudden I say, oh my God, then the programs in your subconscious mind do not necessarily match your wishes, your desires, what you want from life. They match the programs of other people. And therefore, when you're operating from the subconscious programs, you're not operating from what you want. You're operating from the behavior that you were downloaded with by observing other people. And that's why it's so difficult to get to your destination using the programs in your subconscious mind, because they weren't designed by you or for you.
You have to really face the ruthless reality, the ruthless truth, that what you're getting in your life is a direct result of your beliefs. Your beliefs are controlling your thoughts are controlling your actions are controlling what the experience you're getting out in the real world. So back it all the way to the beliefs again. We got to find out what are the beliefs creating the reality you have, change those beliefs. You're going to have different thoughts, you're going to have different actions, you're going to have different results. It's going to be this domino effect. But it's got to start, not with the actions out here. It is one way to begin it, but I find it easier, more efficient and effective to come all the way back and start there. These people don't believe it'll work for them. These people that are struggling don't believe, first of all, they don't believe the information works at all. They just think it works for other people. I remember talking to a friend about affirmations, and she said, I tried affirmations. Affirmations don't work for me. And I looked at her and I said, do you realize affirmations don't work for me is an affirmation? She did not. And that is what's going on with people, is that they're telling themselves things that they don't realize is programming them for the very lack they're experiencing.
Psychologists will tell us 70% or more of the thoughts that we have are negative and disempowering and self-sabotaging because they come from the programs that we got from other people. So it basically says, the moment you are thinking, the behaviors that are running you are no longer yours, they're other people's behaviors, and they don't support who you are. Here's the simplest conclusion. I rewrite all the negative beliefs that have taken me away from my goal, my destination, my wishes. I rewrite all the negative ones, and I put in positive ones. Put yourself into a state of hypnosis, which is a low brain frequency, like a low alpha vibration or theta vibration. That operational state of the brain at that low vibration, theta or low alpha, is the functional equivalent of hypnosis. This is where your brain was for the first 7 years. That's how you downloaded all the fundamental knowledge that you're living by. In the first 7 years, your brain was recording on all of the time, recording everybody's behavior and putting those programs into your system. You say, well, how do I do that? So just to help you out, theta is a low vibrational state. It's lower than consciousness and brain function. So here's the interesting story. When you're alert and awake during the day and operating from consciousness, your brain is operating at a high vibration. When you go to bed at night, it drops to the lowest vibration called delta. That's called sleep. But guess what? As you pass from the high vibration of being awake during the day to go into the low vibration of fall asleep at night, by definition, you pass through theta. Theta is just the part where the conscious mind is slipping off into sleep. So I go, oh, so there's a period of time just as you're falling asleep where your brain is naturally in theta. I go, yeah, guess what? Put a pair of earphones on as you're going to bed. Play a recording that has the beliefs that you want. I say, why is this relevant? Because just as you're going to sleep and your mind is dropping out of the higher vibration of consciousness and going toward delta, you enter into theta. And if you have earphones on and you're playing a tape as you're going to sleep, your conscious mind doesn't hear the tape. It's your subconscious mind. It's hypnosis. So you can create self-hypnosis every night by putting on a tape with a new belief or program that you want and play it every night. And repeat that, and that will do it.
We are running out of What are you going to do with the time you have left? I say that if you don't reposition yourself, you could miss the best time in your life, in this season of life. Because we have got to change the way we think. We have got to change the way we function. We have got to change the way we deal with issues. And the reason that you have to begin to reposition the way you think and the way you function and the way you feel is that we many times are stuck between the lines of limited thinking and limited people and limited ideas and limited philosophies, and there's something creative down inside of you saying, let there